when you take your FD car on the highway, you end up in the slammer.
Yep. Yes. 60 days.
60 days.
In the slammer.
In the slammer. Oh, we're actually in a Wild West town, guys, in LA, so great. Russ is here to pay the bail for his brother.
I also arrested him.
Bail, also arrested him being the 5-0. This place is amazing. Robbie took us here. It's like a old town. I'm not sure if you guys can see it all in the dark, but there's all these like hardware store. Here's a really cool dentist office. It's all really authentic. I swear to God, they also use that to change springs in their wastegates. They were like, "Oh, this is super convenient. Where's the drill press, bro?" And they just put like their wastegate under the drill press to change the spring. Like we all
Mount this
do.
on the wall of the trailer and take it with you.
It's an old Native American trick to change springs on wastegates. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Again, I'm taking you to Adams this time, and Las Vegas and a bunch of other places. Drift Week 7 is back at Adams. We've been here before, obviously, on the Los Angeles Drift Week, and we're back right now. As you can see, a lot of new faces, but also a couple of familiar guys. I really liked the cars that guys like really went all out with the livery and style and stuff, so it seemed to be very much a new thing on Drift Week that all the cars had cool livery on them. On this Drift Week we had the support of Devon with his questionable van, who is welding stuff for everybody, doing a great job with that.
But it's good, Wout.
Jordan trying to get more stance on his wheel.
Yeah. Gonna beat him back with the hammer. Alright.
Sick car. My favorite Amsterdam Wout. Wonderful. He previously drove an E46 M3 and he finally stepped to a Corvette. He loves it, I guess.
I don't know where my car key is.
Somewhere in this door pocket. That's not it. And the key fell out of his pocket and Brian found it back, so Jordan owes us dinner. We're on the way to Vegas. Really nice for this car to do its maiden voyage. Exhaust is a little too loud. Hope you guys can hear me. Basically no mufflers, but that was the only exhaust I had laying around that we put on this car temporarily. So I need to put some kind of muffler on it to make it a really good Drift Week car. But look at how cool this is. First long trip with the C6, going super well. I love this car. Exhaust is too loud, as you guys can tell from the onboards, but apart from that, I really love it. It's such a cool car. As you guys know, the road trips for me is where it's at. I really love doing them. Extra special to do them in the Corvette, which is its first real voyage that's longer than 10 or 15 miles, which is always nice to do that a little bit closer to home because everything on that car basically got touched. And I'm heading to Las Vegas, not only for the Drift Week stuff, but also to see my friend Chris Finch and to do some work on the car. You run into all kinds of other people, obviously. Here's Max and Rob, who are doing amazing roller footage really cool. For me, obviously, as European, it's very special to drive in this landscape. Maybe super normal for people who live here, but to me, it's something really special that I enjoy.
As always on Trip Week, end up being in Vegas. I love being here, as you guys know. Guys and girls who follow me on Instagram know a little bit of the backstory about Vegas for me. And yeah, it's very special to be here again, especially with all these cool cars.
Jimmy Bruce had arranged a really cool penthouse party over here, and everybody was attending that, which was a really good closure of Drift Week 7. Super nice, and thank you so much, Jimmy, for arranging all that.
I want to thank everybody for coming out here tonight. This is super fun.
We are in Vegas at Just Racing, Chris's shop, and it's really cool. Chris and me are working together with a bunch of things. Some of the Drift Week guys are coming down. Chris obviously on the Wisefab suspension with this car, has Toyota power steering pump on it. He nerded out completely on this motor. I'll give you guys some specs and stuff about the motor later. This is basically the Z06 that I drove in Poconos. And he's nerding out on it. He's turning it into a little bit more professional car. So super cool to see that. What's up, dude? How's it going? You're still alive after the party?
Yeah, barely.
What's up, Skip?
The car's not, but I am.
Which car? What happened?
Radiator hose rubbed through on the AC compressor last night when we were doing street stuff.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Did it have any consequences or was it fine?
It's a Z.
Oh, that's cool.
It's on chugging.
Yep. Yeah, so Chris is rewiring the whole car, taking out all the original wiring, but still wants to keep it streetable, so that's the whole thing. They're basically trying to make their own loom right now, or they're actually doing that, so pretty cool. Because as you guys know, the electronics are the weak point of these cars, and Chris is trying to find a solution for that. And yeah, so I'm happy that he's doing that, because then I can just copy off of him, because we want to have the windows still working, the doors obviously still working. As you guys know, the doors on Corvettes, they are electric, so you press a pad over here. So it's not like you need to turn it either into an FD car or keep it completely stock, and Chris wants to do the thing that's in between that, which is make it like a streetable race car, but then still with all the electronics and stuff working, because you can't have manual windows in a Corvette. There's no manual door releases. Yeah, so that's kind of a big undertaking, but I'm glad that Chris is doing it, because I know that he's going to do it correct, and I can just copy off of him. So super happy about that. This is the motor he built for this car. It's running the same style of power steering cooler, as you can see, as me. Yeah, good stuff. I'm pulling the heads of the car to do a lifter upgrade, and this is the best place in the world to do that. So we're gonna be disassembling the heads. I took the intake off and all the small stuff, and I'm curious what the heads are gonna look like when we pull them off.
So like you have, I guess you can't see them as much in here because that's going to be your exhaust side, but you have dedicated coolant ports for each cylinder.
Oh, I noticed that they have those like on the new ones. They have like manifolds for the cooling water. You know, like into each. It looks like a little intake manifold. You know.
Yeah. So basically, like instead of like having like the coolant going through one side of the head flowing through the other, you have a lifter valley plate that seals right here that interconnects everything, so that way coolant flows properly through each port, and each port gets like equally fresh like coolant to cool it. But just like, gets so impermeated in the aluminum that I have to like go.
The lead from the fuel, or
yeah,
what?
from the fuel. That like in order to clean out, like if you look at Wout has SP2 heads here, and like there's some detonation damage in there, so like it just sucks because you have the lead that's like stuck in the aluminum. I have to sit there, I have to grind all the lead out, and I can't get it all out, and then I have to weld it, and I have to reshape the combustion chamber, and then just to find pinholes from the lead. It takes like 3 or 4 times of like welding and reshaping the combustion chamber to get it clean again.
You just sit there with a TIG and do it, or do you have a fancy machine?
Yeah, we used to sit there with a TIG the old-fashioned way.
And look at the size of these valves.
We have these copper valve seats.
Compared to an iPhone, it's a pretty big valve.
So as you guys can see in the other videos that we already uploaded on the cylinder heads of this car, Just Racing did an amazing job on them. They completely rebuilt and refreshed the heads. Luckily, we didn't need to change any valves or anything. It was just a good checkup and get everything right. They got the finish to an amazing 7RA, which is nuts. And we found out that the previous owner had been using the wrong valve seals. We installed Johnson short lifters and adjustable rockers, and the car was good to go. Here's a little trick. If all the coolant has been drained from your car, you just fill it from the top radiator hose, and this way you're directly filling into the block, which makes it way easier to fill the car than if you just fill the radiator or the reservoir.
I just arrived from Vegas.
I've been stuck right here.
Oh yeah, I just rolled up.
Sadly, right after Hotbit Autofest, I had to get going back to Europe. It was really good. Finishing the Corvette on this visit really means a lot to me. I'm super happy how it came out, super grateful for all the sponsors and all the people that helped out, and thank you guys for all the nice comments, and see you guys on the next video. As you guys know, you can always hit me up for any parts. Most of the parts that go into drift cars are parts that we can supply you with. Of course, Wisefab is what we're known for, but it's not just Wisefab. We also make a lot of parts, for instance, subframe bushings, in this case E90. We have quick change fitment kits. We are, of course, a dealer and brand ambassador for Feal Suspension, which is an extremely good upgrade to any car. And there's a lot of small stuff. Take a look at our website, einsel.nl, and hit me up if you have any questions about this stuff, and we'll ship it to you worldwide.